Good afternoon, Fig and Fruit Nursery and Orchard. We're here in Southern Illinois, and we are in the outside fig orchard. This is week 22 of the fig growing season, and we're going to go through and see how everything is doing this week. See what's going on. You're looking at a Hardy Chicago variety here. This is Hardy Chicago itself. Seems to be doing good. Ain't got no ripe ones yet. This is, see which one this is. That didn't really even fruit this year. I believe that's a black Greek, the best I remember. Here is the tag. It is black Greek. Put that back in there. It ain't got no fruit on it. This Salem Dark. Don't look like it's got any fruit on it. This is Salici Dulce, and it definitely has some fruit on it, as you can see. Let's set this down here where we can get this tag back on here. All right, sorry about that. Normally I don't do that. Moving on. This is Plainfield. Has a nice crop on it. These are all Mount Etnas here that we're looking at right now. Now this next one is the Tres Displays. It's looking good. Hasn't started ripening no figs yet. Decent growth. This is Super Red Hybrid. It'll be ripening before long. This is Pellegrino. It's got some figs on it, no problem. Hasn't grown a lot, but out here you got competition. You have to be strong enough to push past the grass. This is Celeste. I haven't had any luck with this particular strain fruiting. This here is Osborne Prolific. It has a few fruits on it. Some years it does better than others. This is Pingo de Mayo. Same story. Sometimes it fruits, sometimes it doesn't out here. I didn't really see much in here. This was a Ronde Bordeaux that didn't have much. It was very shy about growing back this year. It had a little bit early, and I just kind of, you know what, you need to get stronger. But that looks like it's give up life. That's okay. This is, I think you say it. Let me see if I can find it here. It's got a fig on it right there. There it is. This next one is Teramo. It's got little figs on it, bigger figs on it. It does a good job fruiting from dieback. This is LSU Scotch Yellow. Got some little bitty ones on it. They probably won't ripen because it's August, you know. Sultane. Nothing out here. Long Yellow. Didn't get much done this year. Weeds kind of choked it back. Brown Turkey, it's the best crop it's ever had on it. It's got quite a few figs on it this year. Now, there's two different types of brown turkey, in case you don't know. There's just old brown turkey, and it's a brown fig with kind of a red interior, and it's just kind of sweet. It's not much bigger. It's a little bigger than Celeste, but yeah, sort of, you know. Celeste has more of a bluey color to it. That's why I call it blue Celeste, and it'll turn brown as well, but it looks pretty similar. It can look similar kind of to Celeste, but Celeste is always, I think, a lot sweeter than the brown turkey. Then there is a California brown turkey, and I'll show you that one in a little bit. There's the leaf pattern on this brown turkey. All right, so this next one is white Marseille, and it's actually getting some double bumps on it, trying to set some fruit real late here. It'll never ripen. If it was in a pot, it would. I had no problem with it ripening in a pot, but it doesn't tend to want to ripen from dieback. Here's another little Hardy Chicago type down in there. It's just kind of getting going. Cavalieri. Nope, just a little small tree. This is Italian Westfield. I just planted it out here this year. This next one is, I believe this is Mario's Verdone. It is. And usually it has fruit on it. But you know what? I don't see any fruit in here this year. Probably my fault, since I just kind of let the... Oh, wait a minute. There's a piece. Look at that. Being I've just kind of let the weeds get in here. But we'll talk about that here in just a minute. All right, this one here is Vada de Solis. It's got some double bumps on it, but it didn't fruit early enough to ripen this year. Some years it does, some years it don't. This next one is Dead Cat 7. It didn't fruit this year. I got a piece or two off of it last year, but this year's a no bueno. This is Brunswick. I just planted it this year. It got a head start in the greenhouse. Hasn't started ripening yet. This is Texas BA1. No fruit. This is Drop of Gold, or also known as Alma. And I had a limb on it that survived the winter, as you can see, but it didn't do me any good. It still didn't fruit. This next one is LSU Purple. It's got double bumps on it, but ultimately you're not going to get no fruit this year. There's nothing in that. This is Spotaphoria Dark. It's got fruit on it, just a few pieces, but that's okay. Himmeline's Purple. I've got a potted variety that's ripening right now, but it ain't got no fruit on it out here from dieback. Here's a Smith that I planted this year. This is my F1 that survived outside in a 7-gallon pot all winter when it was 0. So it ended up getting planted here since it's tough, but it didn't fruit. This next one is Naples Yellow. It's got a piece of fruit here and there on it. Can't complain. Looks good. This next one here is LSU Avier. Got a piece on it there. A few pieces on it. This is Monroe Yellow. Ain't done much, just grow a little bit. Ultimately the weeds are holding it back. This is LSU Tiger. It's got like one piece of fruit on it. I usually find it. We're not going to worry about it today. LSU champagne. It's got it got some double bumps on it, but it's way too late for that. Scott's Black didn't overcome the grass. Long D'Out got fruit on it. That will ripen, so it won't be long. We'll get some of these in the latter part of September. This is apple pie. It had 1 or 2 on it. I don't see it today, but maybe we'll find it next time. And this last one down here is cherry pie, but it just needs to be replaced because it ain't gonna ripe. It ain't gonna ever ripen fruit. It's not common. All right, so now I've had some comments about all the grass in my trees, but you notice how some of them it hinders quite a bit, and these others over here it doesn't, because they overgrow. Well, that's what this whole orchard out here is about. I don't protect it. I don't do it. It's a minimum thing. Most retail shoppers, they want to buy a tree and stick it in the ground and go, good luck, little buddy, and then come back and get fruit. They don't want to do, they're not going to get out in the heat and protect in the winter and protect them. And a lot of people don't, they don't do that. They want something that's carefree, that they can just set it, forget it, and get some fruit. Well, when I started this plot, this was my do nothing plot, do as little as possible plot. I've tried it a couple different ways. This, if you'll go way back in my video, you'll find at one time this all had weed barrier on it. In the early days, it had weed barrier on it, and the grass just took over the weed barrier, so I pulled it all out, left it for grass for a year, and then I mowed it, and then I covered it in wood chip last winter, and this is the result of what it looks like now. A lot of wood chip, and I can still come in here and mow it, but it cuts down on the grass a lot, and it helps control some of the weeds. It also helps promote them because it keeps moisture to them. But the idea was that I was looking for fig trees that the common retail man would want to buy, that he could just stick them in the ground and they could push through the weeds and they would fruit, and he got fruit. He didn't have to do anything else. He just got easy fruit without a lot of work or babying it or protecting it or worrying about the grass or anything else. Well, there's nobody sacrificing trees. I haven't seen anybody do one of these studies here in Zone 7 like this. Everybody's got something, they pretty much, keep them all grassed away. And I'm trying to do this. You can see where I've got, I blow the grass around it, but hey, if you could go buy a tree and it looked like that Hardy Chicago right there, and it produced quite a few figs, this would mostly be what you was looking for right here, this tree, if you was a retail shopper. So that's what this was. This is, and it still is. And I still plant stuff out here to see. I have plenty of open places that I can plant stuff, plant other varieties out here to see if maybe they can come from nowhere and, grow back from death and still fruit. But hey, so also this is that Texas B81. You remember I pinched it back when? So, but it still did not make it set fruit. It don't want to fruit. You'll get that. All right, so let's go see what's in our let's go check out the fig greenhouses. All right, well, now we're out in the other outside orchard that's in behind my greenhouses. And you'll notice that there isn't any weeds on these. And this is what we're going to keep. This is going to stay like that. I am thinking very seriously. I'm I don't want to give everything away just yet, but I have a plan for down through here to help control these weeds next year when they want to come up. All right, so this is Latarula. Nothing ready there. That's my Texas BA1. Looks okay. It just ain't got no figs on it. You know, that's the worst part. It just don't have no figs on it. Barons, got one off of it today. It was real good. Macedonia Dark. This is another good Mount Etna. San Miguel Roxo. Maryland Berry. It wasn't a prolific fruiter this year, but it will be next year. Your trees do that sometimes for whatever reason. Tacoma Violet. Oh, it's got a nice ripen on it. Ooh. A nice dark. And you look how much darker that is. Pretty dark. Definitely was time for a snack. Tacoma Violet snack. Really good. Gambino. Didn't do nothing out here this year. Pico Seco. It's starting to ripen some. This is Blue Celeste. There's a Stella. It didn't fruit this year. Fioroni de Rugal. Got a lot of figs wanting to ripen at once, but they're all still not quite there. None of them. Sultane. Got one or two on it to ripen, but that's it. Forel. That's gonna be a nice one. White Triana didn't do nothing this year. Floria's done. So is Minskarenska 10. Ashia Black AD. Got some figs on it, but they haven't began. Nero 600. It's thinking about starting. I've got one in the pot that's getting going. Blanc Statuze on. Got some figs, just not ripening yet. Not ripening in the pot either. LSU Strawberry. Figs, still waiting on them to ripen. LSU Thibodeau is a 0 this year. LSU Champagne, got a couple on it. I've been getting quite a few off my potted one. Now, this is LSU Gold. And on this limb, you'll notice, whoops, I just popped that off of there, but get all the ants. Got quite a bit of honey. That and there's split. We're going to pitch it. Look at the ants. We've got hundreds of ants. We'll get rid of that. Throw that out in the bush. I'll show this one to you real quick. Woo, look at that. LSU Gold. That's Hunt. I picked one off of it today. Scott's Black has a few on it. It just didn't fruit good this year. LSU Gold. It's a decent honey fig. It's not real complex though. It's just kind of honey. That's a improved Celeste. We've eat all the figs off of it. It's done already. LSU Jack Lily, waiting patiently. I don't know. It's had a rough year out here. And this is LSU Red, which I kind of really like. This is a pretty good little fig. And with its shape, it shouldn't split too bad. All right, let's go look at some greenhouses. All right, we are in greenhouse number 1. 30 in-ground trees. They're on 8-foot centers. Yeah, 8-foot centers. And then the trees are 9 foot apart. And these boxes are, these here are 42-inch boxes. So this is a full size. That way you can, or actually they're 40. Yeah, they're 40. I said they was 42. They're actually 44. That way, when you put your 2-inch styrofoam on here, then it overlaps it with no problem. All right, White Adriatic. I picked a ripe one off here today and shared it with my visitors. John and Grant was here today. They're usually in the chat. Probably are today too, tonight on this premiere for sure. But they was here today taking a tour, seeing it and seeing how big it was. This is White Madeira. We have not started started getting any there. This is LSU Allier. Definitely getting some ripe figs off of it at this point. Let's turn on this side. We'll do both these rows as we go down here. This is Turca from Ponds. Hasn't started ripening yet. It don't have but a handful of figs on it, so we'll be looking forward to that. This one is Norilla. I know it's really hard to tell what this looks like, but you can see that this greenhouse is 12 foot tall, and they're headed to the ceiling, so 8-9 foot tall. Gorgeous oak grease. Started getting some off of it. Matter of fact, picked one off of it today and there's one right there turning color. Over here is Coral Black. You see there's quite a bit of figs in there. This is Black Manthazina. Getting there, getting ripe. There's some more Coral Black. This is the far end of it. Lots of figs, just ain't got none right. Oniarola. It's grown some this year, but it ain't huge. Smith. You can't even imagine. This tree is humongous. And it's got ripe figs just ripening all over the place. You'll also get some with some damage sometimes too. I'm going to put some mouse bait out here in just a bit and see if we can't put a stop to some of that. Alright, over here's yellow long neck. Getting some big, huge figs going in here. I got to show you this one over here. This is a Siamese twin yellow long neck. Don't see too many Siamese twins. Ooh, it's getting soft. All right. This one right here is called a Dom Nori. Now, some people would tell you that called a Dom Nori and called a Dom Negra, which I'm going to show you in my potted collection are the same, but they are not the same. Because number one, Calodon nori isn't even beginning to ripen yet, while Calodon negra is ripening right now. All right, so here is Sapphire 4. It's dropping some, it's ripening some. It's ripening more than it did last year. I don't know, I'm a little bit on the fence what to do, whether to keep it here in the ground for another year and see if it does better. I don't think it's gonna ripen, you know. I don't think it'll ever ripen a full crop. They're just gonna drop off. All right, Calodon Blanca Negra. I've got one or two off of it, but that's been about it. Here we go, there's one getting started. That was gonna be green for sure. I had a real purple one on the other side of it, but I think it got picked yesterday. I don't see it. I was gonna show you it so you could see it in contrast, but no luck, it's already gotten picked. Next one here, with all these figs, is Cavalieri. I am just patiently waiting that it would grace me with at least 50% of its crop to ripen here nice and early, but we'll see. It's just the 1st of August, so, and this thing will, it don't mind the cold, it tastes fine in the cold, it'll ripen in the cold, so it will at least get some figs off of it. All right, this next one here is Super Jumbo DK. It can get kind of big, does get big. All right, this tree here, we've picked one or two off of it. It's got one right there starting. This is Negra de Agde. It's kind of been slight berried flavor, decent sweetness, but I don't know, I just need more of it. Needs to mature more. This is Green Michtarinska. Here's one that's got a little mouse damage. That'll let you see right in there what it really looks like. He's been getting about 3 or 4 figs a day like that. Just eating him a whole. We're gonna put him a little tomcat trap poison in here, and that'll be the end of that. Because I don't have no cats to worry about catching him. And the dogs, they don't get in here much. They can get in here, but they're not always noted for eating mice. Green Michtarinska, you can see he's got lots and lots of figs. And it's ripening. It will ripen forever. Now, this next one over here, it don't have lots and lots of figs. It has figs, has a few. But it's just not a overbearing ripener, or over, it does not, this doesn't seem to be a prolific fruiter. This is Constantine de Algérie. I really do like it. It's one of my favorite large honey figs because it's got a real nice honey mango flavor. But we'll be waiting to show you that one when it gets ready. All right, let's head up the last row here. This is Brazilian XP, and it's got several getting ready to pick. It looks like good, getting soft. And I love this size. This is a perfect size. I like it more so over, this is Red Shim, and they get that big. See if we got any in here ripening just yet. We've gotten a few, but it's a little slower this year. That happens. Some years they change every year. This is Super Red Hybrid, and you can see it's bigger than the Brazilian XP, but it also will do things like that too, for no good reason, because it ain't been watered and it ain't been raining. But it happens. You'll get one, and it is kind of big-eyed sometimes too. So if you got a lot of pests, it might not be few, but it will die from, it will fruit from dieback out in the bush. It's cold hardy, and it'll, you know, it's a really tasty fig, and it's big. Some more, but you know, there's that one, and then look right next to it. That and there's just split city. So I cut that split one up and it gets dehydrated. The one other one can go to the market. This is Cautodon gigantina. It's got quite a few figs on it. We'll see what ripens. It'll be into September before these even start, along with this mt.enta coming up right here. This is Cautodon mt.enta. It doesn't get its stripes until it starts to ripen, so it's going to be a minute before it starts as well. This next tree, this is YOLO Bypass from YOLO Bypass, California, where it was discovered. But it's not a prolific fruiter. It's a prolific grower. Look at the base. I mean, just look. I can't get my hand around it. It's a big tree. You know, I probably should thin it out and make it, you know, where there's not as many, you know, see, like this one piece here, it has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. You know, it really shouldn't have more than maybe 3 or 2. That should be it. And then this one over here, it probably ought to even go. So there's some things you can do maybe to give it some more light and help it fruit better. As you can see, it's got fruit on it. It's just not real prolific. Not when you come over here and look at Cautodon bordeaux-sautinca, and it's just, you know, got figs on every leaf node, everywhere you look. It's just, you know, loaded. And it's a big tree. It's just not as near as big, you know. Here we can really see it. See, it's not nowhere near as big. I can get my hand around it. It also has been in the ground a year less than that one too. And it's probably 2 years younger than that one on top of that. So that's why it's smaller. This one right here is Zarfiro. It's a huge tree. It had fruit everywhere last year. This year, not near as many fruit, but it has a good fruit set. I'm satisfied with it. On we go up through here, border soap grease. Oh, look in here. The border soap grease getting ripe. Some more under there. There's your Norilla. And then over here is Black Greek Marius. It's even got some doubles, but it's got a real nice fruit set. It's just starting to ripen. Which, that thing there started 2 weeks ago, so Norilla ripened 2 weeks ahead of Black Greek Marius, and they're both Mount Etnas. So, is there a difference? Yes, there's a difference. And this last tree, Dale San Juanmi Ron. Ain't ripening none in the ground yet. I've gotten some off of a grafted tree, a couple, but not in the ground. And then, I mean, it fruited, but then there was several limbs that it didn't fruit all the way up on. I mean, you got up to there before it started, so kind of sometimes you got, that's just the way things are some years. That's still a really good fig. All right, there's greenhouse number 1. Let's go check the next one out. All right, we are in greenhouse number 2. Castelliar. It's a Mount Etna. They're really dark. This is a good fig. Montaninca de Minor. Not yet. cherry pie. Or I'm sorry, apple pie. Cherry pie won't fruit, it's not common. It's a dropper. Apple pie. We've gotten a big portion of those fruit off of it. Galicia Negra. Got a few on it, but it's not a prolific fruiter. Caldidomka Totten. Got some decent fruit set. Didn't grow much. Got a good fruit set. Looking forward to it. Fico Roxo, no fruit. It's a small tree. It's just getting its bearings. Christe St. Jean. Very yummy. Already ripening. On Dada. Got some air layers going in here on it. Have to set a few more maybe. Oh, this is my I-258. Kind of starting to take off. Finally. This was my replacement for the one I lost. This is LSU Brandy. I think it's about the same as LSU Scots Black. We'll see. This is De La Castile. Ain't got no figs on it, but it's going. This is Portugal 80. Hopefully it will ripen. I hope that it's common. Probably ought to set a air layer on it while I'm at it. I got a few more I need to set. Caldidomka Ramada. Got some figs growing, but it's also got some that are just green. So we'll have to cut all that off and throw it away. I won't propagate that. GM 304. Finally setting some fruit, but they'll never ripen. This is Raven de Calci. Hasn't started ripening yet. Yeah, but it will. This is Norte Barbantane. Now you notice that this old tree that I planted in here, it didn't set any fruit. But then, when it got all this green growth way down here, it set fruit. So, maybe next year it'll get its act together. But it's probably too late this year. This is Santa Rosa. I don't know, the figs have kind of not ripened correctly this year. I'm not sure what's going on with it, because I have had some figs off of it. It was really good, but if it's going to be a variable fig every other year, then it will go down the road. I won't leave it in here. I'll put something else in its spot that'll do better. Parrot Jolena, getting some figs going in there. This is Moro Nacosta from the Fig Hunter. Fig Hunter 279. As far as I can tell, it's junk because it dropped this whole crop. Probably not common. Pina might be trying to start to ripen. It's got a nice little fruit crop on it. Black Madeira KK. It's got a decent little crop on it. Hopefully we'll get some to ripen off of it. This is Basilica Sika. Woo, look how big that is. Getting real close to picking that. Big fig, probably 60 grammer. All right, on down through here we go. Black Zadar is next. Hasn't began, but it had done a great job setting fruit from dieback. So that's a good sign for that. This is Petit Albique. Looking great. This is Verdolino. Got a few off of it. That one's not quite ready, but it's from dieback. It looks really good. Moscatel Preto. It's from a rejuvenation prune. I just planted it. The one that was originally here died, so I just replaced it with my backup. This is my Campaneri, and it growed every way I didn't want it to grow. It would have been nice had these limbs here growed this way, but as you seen in a previous episode, it had a limb out here and I broke it off. I chopped that up and made trees out of it. Hopefully they all take. For Dome Dark, I have real bad news about this thing. It's dropping in the pot, and it's going to drop in here because they're getting soft and not ripening. Daggone it. And I know it's the correct variety, no doubt. This is ham ram. Getting some fruit set. It was just planted this year. There's my Angelino. It don't look that great. Not much to say. It ain't fruited. It's just kind of there. It just got planted. It stalled out real bad, but it's kind of coming out of it now. Iranian Candy. It's got some late fruit set on it, but since it's a real short season, got hopes that we'll get some off of it. This is Capulcurt Negra. It's also got some fruit set. I don't know if they'll get ripe or not, but it would be nice to taste it. This is the Tres Displace from a 4x9. Done real good. This is one that had the cage on it, so that's almost 4 foot. It's right at, it's already over this, so this is 4 foot. Growed a bunch. Now, we'll talk about this tree here for just a minute. This is my Figgoin, but it's not Figgoin. It was Figgoin, and I rejuvenated pruned it. And when I rejuvenated pruned it, I rooted those pieces and sowed them. And they was Figgoin. But what came back out from my Figgoin roots wasn't Figgoin. It's something, totally something else. And it's not a Blue Princess. It's not a VDB. I mean, look at the leaves. That's not a VDB leaf. And it has a small purple fig on it. That's about the size of the Figgoin, except now that this son bitch has turned purple. I'm not sure what's going on here. But we're going to monitor it, and I'm going to do some research and see. But you've seen my Petit Albique. I'm going to show you a Nero 600 and a Briscoe Rosso, and those are all VDB types. It don't look nothing like these old long fingered leaves. So I don't have a fig like this with a long fingered leaf. I don't know what it is, but I guess we'll observe it and see. Maybe it's something worth having. This is Blue Princess. And you see it don't really, it's not a thing, it's totally different. This is from Nikki. It's pretty prolific, as you can see. Let's hope that it ripens in time. I've gotten a few ripe figs off of it before. That was really good. This one over here is Planera. It's got a few on it. Hopefully they ripen. Like to review it, like to taste it. This is Moral de Caneva. It's got pretty good fruit set on it from dieback. Nothing's getting ripe just yet. This is Honey Plum. Now, sometimes it's just a dropper and sometimes it ripens figs. This year it's just been dropping. I haven't got anything ripe off of it. This next one is Pastelliere. I am not ripened anything off of this tree over here this year. It's just splitting like crazy. I don't know why. It drives me crazy. There's no reason for that thing to be splitting like that. Come over here. This is Clima de Mora. I don't expect, it's not common. It's dropping in the pot. It's dropping in the ground. So that means this thing will get dug up and replaced. That one ain't been replaced yet. This is LSU Tiger. Got quite a few figs on it. They should, most of them ripen. Here's my Black Celeste. We picked the first fig off of it today. I didn't video it, I shared it with company. But here in a few days, we'll have another one. So, looking forward to that, because this is one of my favorite figs. Here's something interesting, and we're going to see what happens. This is LSU O'Rourke. It's done ripened its full crop. It's done. And now, it's fruiting again. Will it ripen? Well, I'll tell you, if we get to October, it very well could ripen another crop of figs. That would be special. LSU O'Rourke. All right, we got one more greenhouse. Let's go look at greenhouse number 3. All right, here we are in greenhouse number 3. This is a Survivor White Madeira. This is the tree I dug up, Bordeaux Blanca Ramada. But look, one branch with Ramadas and the rest do not. Gotta watch, rejuvenate pruning your Ramadas. It's dangerous, I'm telling you, it's very dangerous. You could lose your Ramada real quick when you do that. Or at least I have, because I can show you a couple more the same way. This is Sweet Joy. Well, you see my Caldodom Ramada a minute ago. It's got some branches on I gotta throw away. This is Ollier, it's about done. Here is a Parrot Jaw Ramada. Looks good. Lots of Ramada figs on it. LSU Gilbo. Nice large figs. It was really tasty. Dark Portuguese, got a good fruit set. Little Ruby, nada. Or Blackjack, nada. Moving on down here. Yellow long neck. Not just yet in here, but getting close. 187.25, just got a few, it hasn't started. This is definitely cherry bourbon. Delicious little fig. Violet Pelican, no figs. These are some new ones. There's a VDB type. This is Strawberry Teardrop. Might get one off of it. Farrah Bronca. Or Farrah Bronca. Nice elongated figs. Coral Black. Hasn't got step. Getting going. There's another Ollier. It's done. This is a unknown. We'll see when we taste it. Not sure what it is. De La Costa. This is that Castile. This is the grafted one. On to LSU. Perponi. Starting to get some nice figs on it. Galicia Negra. Figs. Marco Polo. Maybe. I don't know if it's common. Neville's. Unknown. Valley Negra. It had some nice Brebas on it, but it's just now kind of getting some main crop. I don't know what this is. This is dropping, it looks like. That would be unfortunate. It's an unknown variety. Black Mantazina. Caldodom Blanc. Lots of figs in there. belongs to Duzazon. Shouldn't be long. Looking good. Another black Mantazina. This is called a Dom Negra. This tree hasn't began just yet, but I got another one that has. This is Daloso. Been getting a few off of it. There's one that's ready to go. Black Maltese Beauty, starting to ripen. This is Secret, getting going. Shouldn't be long. Ronde Bordeaux, about done. Got a few left on it. This is Pastelier, real close to, still got a few on it, but about halfway through. Called it Rajo. We ain't got there yet. Maybe it won't be long. We'll see. Malta Black. Quite a few on it. It's an old tree. It's like 8 years old. In a 15-gallon. I mean, you see how big it is. That thing there never did come back. Stump's still green, but what that's worth. Fioroni de Rugal. Pretty nice tree. This is Verdone Dark. Drop City. See there? I just touched it and it fell off. Minskarinska 10. It's got a few left on it, but it's about done. An unknown. Oh, not for long. Looks like it's a Smith. We'll see. It's about to ripen. This is White Triana. Better watch this thing. It gets too soft and it'll get a ferment pretty quick. You can pronounce it however. It's a purple honey fig. This is Koal Noir. Hasn't begun yet. None of these others down through here, they're all young. LSU Purple. I'm getting some figs off of it. Raja seedling number 2, still holding. Hasn't started ripening. Adley. Nothing yet. This is like an unknown lost tag. We'll find out when it starts ripening. Maybe, could be a couple different ones. This is Cherry Pie. It's no count. This is another one. I'm not sure what it is. I thought maybe it was La Bourgeoisie, but it may not be. Definitely a good fig. Be getting some of them tonight to pick. There's a jumbo knot. It is not jumbo. It's getting started. Yeah, Basilica Nessa. Will it drop or will it ripen? We will see. LSU Tiger. Getting some LSU Tigers. Been loving that thing this year. Black Mission, nothing. Malta Red Purple. Got some little figs on it. Porto Verdal, nothing. Golden Rainbow, we're waiting patiently. And then this LSU Tiger's getting close to being done. All right, moving along. This is our grafted. This is Propone on this side. This is Del San Juan Run on this side. We're getting close. Not there yet, though. Love Dropper City. Every year, I'm going to get rid of it most likely, along with this Memorial Day. The Crema de Mora, Dropper City. Same story, not common. Black Mantazina. Lots of figs. Getting there. Princessa. Looking good. This is Moscatel Preto. Get quite a few on it. That's ripening at once. Borelli. Hopefully get some of these here before long. You can see there's some starting to change little color. Montanica Ramada Revert. I rejuvenated pruning and lost its stripes, unfortunately. This is a Black Madeira. Got a few on it. This is a Black Tuscan. Getting close to having one about ready. Actually, that's not on the Black Tuscan. That's on this one right here. It was a lost tag. I haven't eat it, but I think it's Labourgeoisie. Just from looking at the leaf, looking at the fig. We'll cut this open and then we'll know for sure. This is Emmeline's Purple. We're real close there. LSU Champagne, getting some ripening. Quite a few figs on it. Another Hardy Chicago. Tante Veneto. It's okay. It's not the super tasty. It's not even, it's just mildly sweet with some berry. This is Violet Sapphire. Real close. That nerve's real close to being right. Ponta Tresa has not liked me this year. It's only got a couple figs on it. Another Hardy Chicago. This is Verdino del Nord from Tatiana. Verdino del Nord from Tatiana. Hasn't started ripening yet. But Bergen Unknown's got one that's getting close. And it's got a good fruit set. So it's just kind of patiently waiting. Campanieri's getting close to being done. Getting one here, one there. Rubato. Getting going. Here's your Briscoe Rosso. Got some nice figs on it. Definitely earlier than any of the VDB types. And look at the leaves. I mean, there's no doubt that's not a VDB. Alright, this is Dale's Ermitons. Nothing close yet. This is a brown turkey. Got one on it. This is Memorial Day Caneva. Got a few on it. They're getting good and black. They're ready to pick. Another Black Manzanita. Punk jar. Oh, it's not ripening. It's just, here, I'll open this up and show you what it looks like. I mean, it's kind of trying, but yeah, that's not edible. Chicago Hardy. This is the one that's got all the big ones on it. It's kind of interesting. Bordesot Blanca Ramada. Nice fig set. Alright, so let's have this discussion about this. This is called a Dom Negra. And it does want to split a little bit in the eye. But you can see how dark these figs are. Nori has more of a brown color to it. It doesn't get this dark purple, blackish color. Or at least mine don't. Nori don't. But this is definitely called a Dom Negra. And very different than from the others. This is a Tacoma Violet. It's got one coming on. Parline Cream. Been dropping. And the rest of these are my new varieties. Looking good. Israel 7 set the first season. See if there's any others up through here set. Calvert set. Even though it's kind of looking like Fig Mosaic or mites or whatever. I need to try to dust it and see what it does for it. But at least it did set some fruit. What else we got here? GM 153 set fruit this year. These were all rooted this winter. Rio de Salente set fruit. St. Martin did not. What else there? Cherry Cordial's got some fruit on it. Those are funky looking, ain't they? Ruby Rose got some fruit on it. Don't look like De La Roca set any fruit. What else we got down through here? It might have set some fruit. Sanguite Lache, yes, set fruit. What else? Beltrana, set fruit. Magnolia, set fruit. LSU Late Black, set fruit. And that looks like of all the new varieties and Crohn's set fruit. So of all the new varieties, I don't know what there is there, maybe 50 trees or so. Those are the ones that have set fruit this first year from cutting, for reference. In case you're ever wondering, those did. All right, so that's this week's tour, how things are coming along and kind of what's ripening and things that are happening along. So hope you enjoyed this episode, and we'll see you next week.